morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live at Friday. 3 laps. We're all in Highlands this morning. Better talk to everybody.
Oh, I just turned on or brought up Twitch. And are you following the F1 sim circuit?
No, I don't.
Me either, but it's on here. I never really thought of that as being a thing, but it is. Of course it is. All of the things it takes. Much like some people don't even think about that indoor cycling could actually be a league. I do suppose the best way, at least when you're doing this, it feels like you're still biking. You may not have to deal with the weather though, but in F1, what's the fun if you don't feel the G's, you know?
Yeah, makes sense.
There's no 250-pound F1 drivers, but I bet there is a 250-pound simulated F1 driver. I wonder if they have to put their weight in for that.
Probably. I think so.
It does make a difference. All right, one more. Sometimes I get more chatty when I sleep horribly.
Which is exactly what I did.
Which is then what I do also when I have a VO2 on top of that. But I have to do. Like, push it out of my mind. Just talk. And my watch didn't even register that I slept last night, which is kind of weird. I don't know why. I know.
Yeah, that means your sleep was terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I did have some weird dreams. I had dreams that I was like staying up late, hanging out with people, and like I was all concerned because I was like, man, I got to do a VO2 in the morning. And things kept happening, so I couldn't leave. And I was like, what is going on? And then I woke up and it took me a few minutes to realize that I was fine because I had been sleeping the whole time.
My watch thinks I only slept for 5 hours, and last night I got into bed at 9, and I just now woke up. So yeah, something's wrong.
Maybe it's Garmin.
My sleep quality was poor.
Ooh, there we go. 50 seconds. Ooh. Wow, that didn't feel terrific today. I think it was still beneficial though. It will be by the time I rest. My Garmin's probably going to say it wasn't. I finally got back to productive status on the Garmin app on Tuesday. Now it's probably gone today. Yeah. What's everybody talking about?
Eclipse.
What's that?
The eclipse.
Oh. Yeah.
My HVR had been unbalanced for like 4 days, and now I decided to go back to normal. And the one day I'm like, oh, I can't ride. I want to get on a bike so bad. It would be unproductive, I know, but
That means it's probably, yeah, if your HRV finally got back, then it's probably a good day to rest. Once it gets back to normal, give it one day, and then,
yeah,
and then bam, hit it.
right back.
Then go for 12 days.
Yeah, I think I am at like 11 days straight now, something like that.
Yeah, with the way this workout's starting to kick in, or this plan, and this and with work getting really busy all of a sudden, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep it up without taking 2 days off. Which at this point kind of limits my outdoor riding too, which I can't do. I also need to like save the perfect part of this workout for when I get back from Florida, but also leave enough time to be able to do some base building for a week when I get back, or sharpening, I guess you could say, base sharpening. Just to try to work off all of the non-biking and the potential alcohol drinking. My goal is to not drink while I'm there, but I know the reality of that place where my dad lives. It's just a condo complex that has a pool in the middle, and every day at about 2:00, everybody moseys on out to the pool with a beer in their hand or a drink of some sort in their hand. It is pretty fun. A lot of people there to ask questions and get them to tell their stories of how they ended up retired by a pool in Florida. One of the guys that was there I talked to last year, he's actually the one guy who doesn't drink. And he's probably the one with the most money out of all of them, from what my dad said. But he chooses to be the property manager because he doesn't like sitting still. So he's always like doing work all around the property and stuff. But he, when he moved down there for good, he sailed his sailboat all the way from Chicago down to Port Canaveral, which he said took him like 3 months. Such a cool story. Apparently that's a pretty dangerous endeavor to do it in a small boat like that. Although he calls it a small boat, I would call it a pretty big boat.
Can't wait to get me my boat.
Yeah. Is it going to have a sail or just a motor?
Definitely motor.
Same here.
Yeah.
I mean, sailing sounds fun. But yeah, it's one of those things, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things that, like,
Maybe I'll
know
rent
how to
one of
sail.
those.
If you don't know how to sail by the time that you can afford a sailboat, probably might be better off just not getting a sailboat. Unless you can get someone to drive the sailboat and you help. Yeah, like this guy, he was in the Navy, and then he started a business in the Chicago area that has something to do with naval stuff. I can't even remember. I don't even know if he told me what it was. And so he's been doing it for a long time. He likes boats.
I like riding my bike, and now I want to get on.
There's 17 minutes of late drawing left.
17, yeah, I don't know. I might end up on there right now.
There we go. Wow, that was only 22 miles. Expected a little more. At least that was only 65 PSI. That one is the easy one. They won't get any easier than that in the future. Alright, that was something I needed to do before I started. Man, I hate it when this happens every time. Probably don't need my arm warmers anymore. Inside. All right. I think I'm ready to go in.
All right.
I hate this route. What is there, like 5 people here?
Oh, 20. Oh, you can the late John and then take a coffee stop straight away.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. I think my biggest wall for sprinting today is going to be the immediate burning of the legs. I really could see the part that kind of ironic is that I'm doing this workout in order to hopefully win at the Hincapie race, which then the prize pack last year had some compression boots in it, but I feel like I need compression boots to be able to keep my legs fresh to do this training to get there. I know it definitely would have helped yesterday for my legs today. Yesterday I did an easy workout, but it was definitely very much doing a lot of low cadence. and I was standing on concrete all day. So if we do this brewery thing, we should do the floor with something other than concrete. It should be like some sort of new technology foam that allows water to run off of it and can take chemicals, but yet creates a nice, soft, bouncy environment for me.
You just
They
need to
must
find
have
somewhere that the
Yeah.
gravity's lower.
Oh, you mean like Mars?
Or the moon. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to
They
go
are,
as far as
they are
Mars.
gonna need. Well, I don't know about the moon. The moon might affect fermentation.
You just need
Although
gravity.
Mars might too. Anywhere that doesn't have oxygen might affect. That would actually be it. Whoa, here he is.
Bad decisions. Here we go.
Did you hear me
Yeah, it's got
talking?
Video out here.
Did you hear me talking right there?
Yeah.
Coming up with my grand plans of making the floor out of something that's an alternative to concrete.
Yeah. So
In
when
an
I hit
environment
it, I'll
that
feel
requires
something other than pain.
I guess better boots also helps.
Better boots will help you fly. You can have
That's
flying
one thing.
boots.
That's one thing I'm lacking right now, because I did have some really nice muck boots that were super supportive until they started leaking. And then I just haven't even gotten around to spending money on them again. And apparently the owners have no sort of a boot buying program, so I don't really feel like spending the money. So I'm playing this game now where I'm like, fine, I just won't get them, and I hope I get burned one day. I'm just gonna do it in sneakers. Yeah, I'm a little concerned that the moment I put down some power, my legs are gonna be like, nope. They are definitely not recovered very well. I never get sore quads unless if I know I'm doing really good if they get sore. And last night they were sore. So I was like, all right, I got to get that good deep sleep, try to repair it. I hit it with the gun a little bit. Didn't matter. Didn't get the sun or the sleep. Who's Gase?
Yeah, same.
A little training day reference there. Except I don't think he says otters talk.
Felt worse before. I felt much worse before. Yep. You know what? I'm gonna call this sweating the bad stuff out.
Yes.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm doing right.
There's a right title if there ever was one.
Yeah.
Called swooping. It's when you're sweating out the poop. The crap. Swapping. Whew. I don't know if you're gonna get any good footage from me. I'm gonna pedal along. I'm gonna try to keep up as much as I can. I don't have much hope for my top end though.
Do we have Woo today?
We do.
You, Charlie.
He says he's tired, but he's always tired.
So we have Woo. Oh yeah, I see him. We have CA. And I guess that's all the names I know.
And then, well, maybe not. much this time of year. You never know, though. There's always that random name that might just go flying by you.
Yeah.
Like, where did that guy come from?
Who is
He's
that?
not real. He just showed up here just to steal all of our lunches, all of our lunch money, and take off. Never come back again.
Maybe I should write it off to it was just some stomach bug, because waking up, the only thing that was hurting is my stomach. The other pains I had wasn't bad.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I was feeling thirsty. You feel? I'm actually way behind right now. How did that happen?
Me too.
Off the bat. Kudos to Rick for the lead last week. Sort of. Yeah, right. Your kid will be back. With today's economy, they'll be back. I know in the old days we used to get rid of our kids at 18. I don't think that's going to happen. My parents didn't ditch me till 21. Then I joined the military. I don't consider college an empty nest. That's the temporary nest. They're just on vacation.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
All
be back.
college means is if they're in the house, it becomes a little more annoying because it's like, aren't you an adult?
Yeah.
And they can do whatever, or they definitely feel like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, they feel like, yeah, just do whatever, come home whenever. I'm grown now. You're never grown until you're fully moved out and you got your own rent payment that you're doing on your own. Then you're grown. Or then you think you're grown. Then you got to make a million mistakes. Then you're grown.
I'll be grown soon.
You got to make a series of really dumb decisions. Then you're grown.
I'm hoping right about the time I get grown, it'll be time to retire.
Something like that. Figure it out at least a little bit before retirement so that you can have some money to not work.
I think maybe you're grown when you reach that age where you've lived enough adult life to be able to know what you're into and what you're not into, and no matter what, you just know what you're doing now, and that's it. Nobody's going to change it. That is when you're grown.
I got a nosebleed now.
Uh-oh.
So
You are falling apart.
I am. I need
You
a
should not
napkin.
ride 11 days in a row. Leave it to the tour pros. They have an entire team taking care of them, making sure they stay together. That's the thing. I've often done that, like especially when the big tours come around, and I'm like, man, look at these guys go. They go hard. Like I just want to be able to go day after day after day, not even going hard, not even going race pace, and climbing that many feet every day. And then I try it, and it just kills me. And then I regret I tried it. And then I remember, oh yeah, I don't have a whole team doing my nutrition, making sure I'm getting 10 hours of sleep, massaging me when I'm done. Instead, it's like I show up to places, and instead of getting a massage, it's like, all right, I need something. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Let me just go do that now
Work.
and not take a break. I mean,
That
I'm
was a
dripping sweat actively
Really
right now.
well-timed coffee
But
stop.
yeah. I love it though. I love being able to ride during the summer. It's a tough adjustment at first though, trying to fit it into my schedule. Like right now, I'm not even sure how I'm going to be able to pull it off this summer because I like to commute to work. For one, it gives my truck a break so that it lasts a little longer. And for two, it just makes me happy. And it allows me to keep my cyclist tan in prime condition. If you're not reddish,
If you're not bleeding, you're not doing it right.
if you're not reddish tan all the way up to here and down to here and then on your fingers, you're just not cycling enough outside.
You must be bleeding from your pores to make it right. And then get dropped in order to get you some nose plugs.
My VO2 doesn't drop today, I will be impressed. Or maybe my VO2 will go up because I did VO2 work, but if I stay productive, I'll be amazed. I managed in 5 days to make my activity level high. I keep thinking that that's UFO there, but it's not. Just has the same helmet. Friends,
Ooh, I love
real friends talk to other friends about beans. Actually, I had a can of beans the other day, Charlie. If you're
We
listening,
were just talking about those.
that I was like, man, this is just really missing something, and I think it's hot dogs.
Oh, boy. Eat beans for every meal. Yeah. Yes, sir. We should plan a camping weekend, camping and biking.
Uh,
Okay, CA. Got that choice, sorry. I actually plan to make one of those for my kids here soon. Did I tell y'all I picked the date, or I got my in-doc date, and I finally chose the company? I picked the,
oh, you did?
yeah, I picked the one that was the lesser amount, but they
Oh, really?
countered and went over the other one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did counter. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, they countered, yeah.
Oh, they countered.
Yeah, they
The other-
countered it.
Oh, okay. So did you go with the other one and then they countered?
No, I told them, hey, I'm got a better offer, so thank you for everything. And the guy's like, hold on, you're not even gonna give us a chance to, you're just done? Like, that's it? And I was like, well, I didn't want to ask you to counter, especially because of the difference in pay is so much. And he's like,
Yeah.
look, what do you want? And I was like, well, I'll do this amount. And he goes, nah, I'm not gonna lowball you. What do you want? And I was like, well, I'll go with this amount. He's like, are you sure?
Helicopter.
And I was just like, after I got off the call, I was like, dang, man, I should have asked for even more, because he was clearly about to give whatever. And
That's nice. Oh,
but
yeah.
no, I didn't want to be
Congratulations.
greedy.
Congratulations on that one. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, I do think you should have held out for a helicopter though. Like not like your own personal one. Like it
Honestly,
could still
with the
be.
amount of money that they're paying, it's not unfeasible to buy one now.
Yeah, like it could still be theirs. Like not give you a helicopter, but just pick you up in a helicopter. Beat that commute.
Oh, good thing I'm only 5 miles away from work. I don't even worry about commutes.
So it's still outside. What is it, like Silver Springs or something?
What was that?
Is it like it's outside of the capital then? It's not like.
Oh, it's on the base, Fort Meade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is basically halfway in Hanover and halfway halfway in PG County, and the other half is in like Arundel County, which is basically closer to Baltimore than it is to DC.
Oh, okay.
But not much, honestly. The base is, I don't know, 11 miles from Baltimore and 27 from DC, maybe 31 from DC. I feel like 31 is pushing it, so let's go back down to like 25.
Well, still, that's a huge flex then when you only live 5 miles away from work and you put in for a helicopter commute.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? 5 miles,
flexes.
too much. Man, I live, well, as the bike rides, I live 9.2 miles away from my work at the most direct route. And yeah, it usually takes me, depending on which way I take. If I take the freeway straight there, then it's like, maybe 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But if I go if I take back way, I guess you could say, or like the river route, it's like 20 minutes, depending. Sometimes I can get caught behind the retired driver.
Those suck.
Yeah, and especially on that road, because it's like it's just busy enough so that you can never pass when you get the dotted lines. So it's like whenever you do get that chance, because there's very rolling hills around here, so it's like you're always going up a hill and around a corner and all that stuff. So there aren't a lot of passing opportunities, but then when there is one, all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, there's traffic. I guess I'll just keep driving at 30 miles per hour in a 45. Okay, let's do that. I wish it was a 2-lane there. But as far as when I'm riding my bike, I'm happy it is what it is. But yeah, it makes for a nice little bike ride there. It's not like super hilly, but I guess depending on how you look at hills. But I'll end up in that 9 miles, I'll end up doing 600 feet of climbing by the time I get to work. And then it's the same on the way back, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I do. I enjoy the riding up here. It is cool. Probably the same down around where you're at too, because you're like kind of at the base of mountains, of a mountain range in a way.
Yeah. You can get to them quickly or fairly quickly, but I would never call them close. Like, it's still an hour car ride to get to anything great. But
That's about how far it is for me. to get
but
to,
we
like,
do have some
the real
great hills, though. Some
Yeah.
really great hills. 8-minute long hills.
I can make some of the hills around me 8 minutes long if I go up them slowly, you know.
You hit enough overpasses. Now that's it must get a little more hilly up in your area, huh? Than it is down in southern Wisconsin.
Oh no, southern Wisconsin's much
Oh,
hillier.
it's still the same. Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I'm driving through there, I'm like, man, this place is great for biking, I guess, if that's what you're into. But like, the only hills are when you get to an overpass. Kind of like Florida. Like when I was running there last year, I went to do hill repeats. The only place I could do hill repeats was a bridge that goes over to the NASA area. Yeah, what was it called? Can't even think of what that island's called, but
I appreciate you typing that in. The last chance to get a boost so I could drop the crap we want to have.
shoot, that's right. I'm gonna need to do that. I'm not even paying attention
See?
at all.
Yeah, a drafting boost is not helpful. Might as well just get points.
I don't know the speed that you guys will be going up there.
Whew. Oh, well, I guess I'm doing drafting boost anyway.
Ah, you didn't launch it in
Alright.
time?
I'm probably gonna be behind people anyway. I don't see myself doing too good. If I lead, it'll only be for a moment, and then my legs will be like, nope. It's horrible. I have to pee now.
0.7 kilometers, Rick.
Handicap left and right.
So, is 1K 0.7 of a mile?
Yeah, roughly.
Ah.
Somewhere around like 0.8, 0.7. Oh, single mode means something different for me.
He's talking about the radios.
No, I'm
That's
talking
like
about
when
the
you-
fibre that Charlie trenched.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Didn't want to lose my speed.
Is she coming back to get you or something? I don't know. So she went out the door a while ago. Grace is doing great at. She's still sticking with track, and yesterday was a horrible day to run. She was soaking wet when she got home. And it was like 40 degrees. Huh? I was just talking about track. I love you. Have a good day. I don't know, part of me, with the amount of workload that she has already with Shira, part of me was thinking, man, once she gets a couple practices in the rain, she's gonna be like, nah.
I loved practice in the rain for track, especially because I switched to distance. So that was one of the best parts. Our little
40
booty
degree
shorts,
rain now?
no shirt, and running in the rain.
40
We would do
degree
dumb
right now?
stuff in the
That's
woods.
cold.
Oh yeah, you're in a cold place. By the time we were running, it wasn't that cold yet, and we would be running so
Andy.
hard and so much that we. Oh shit!
Andy's gonna win.
I know, right?
I think that's the first time that I ever have been at the front when I let everybody go. Rick's got everybody just where he wants them right now. Coming up to the start of the climb.
Now I'm gonna eat you.
Red dots across the road there. Signify the start. Here it goes. Start seeing fire on the road. There it is. My horseshoe here. You can see the power ups being dropped. Special feathers. Right turn.
Legs are up.
Starting to put the power on. Siding his way through the group here. Ahead, we've got Weldon, Reacto, Woo, of course, Charlie, Jamel. Jamel's pulling Rick in. There we go. Nice finish.
Nice one. I did beat the guy I was racing. Oh, the legs did not. The moment we hit that hill and it was time to go all the way, I was fine up until then. Up until then, I was like, oh yeah, I'm strong. It's feeling good. And then when it was time to put the power down, it was like, yuck, no. I only hit 10 for a little bit. 9.4 was my 15 second.
Wow. I don't feel as bad as I thought I was gonna be.
That was fun. That was more fun than I thought it would be.
That's why I couldn't skip. I thought I was gonna be more dizzy after that.
Whew.
Yeah, but back to track. Thank God my area isn't as cold as yours.
Yeah. I mean, like today, it's going to be close to 60. It's 50 out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know when that cold air is going to come down from Canada during this time of year and make it just a cold, rainy day. Then today is going to be warmer and rain even harder. But today should be a good day to have the bay doors open in the brewery. Have it pouring outside and not too bad inside.
For me, it's already 61 out.
Oh, wow.
It feels so good.
Yeah, that's the perfect temperature. That's when the t-shirt comes out. Is 61 is like, that's my spot. It's the magic spot. I'm not your average Mainer. Typical Mainers, the t-shirt comes out at like 58, but not I. It's gotta be like 61 and sunny.
Well, I didn't have the power to put down, but at least I didn't pass out at the end. Ah. Ah.
Well,
I think I
how
think I
far am
have
I going to
like 3
course
hairs
now?
here.
I'm going to have to go another kilometre now. We'll go
I
35.
have four hairs. If I get real close, you see them? What if I stay still?
Rick, save that for the other channel.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that's titled Just
that's
Chatting.
behind the paywall. And on this episode of Behind the Paywall, ODZ fan.
Yeah, you're on the wrong streaming platform. We're not on OnlyFans right now. As he already said earlier, we have enough fans.
Yeah, all my fans are powered by 110 volts. Kilometre off.
Oh.
It's all that good. Hopefully, we'll come to a swift stop.
Ugh.
There it is. $35K. That's enough for me today. I say thank you to everybody out there in Streamland. Much appreciated. Wherever you're watching, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Appreciate you joining us. I will be back with another stream on Monday morning. Until then, have a great weekend. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.